Greetings, everyone, and welcome to our special SBC meeting. Today is another day, and like any other day, guys, we are here and we have come again. So so excited because, guys, BTC is about $93,000 right now. The value for one Bitcoin. Oh my God. So, guys, this is to tell you that what we are in the beginning of the bull run, and I'm so excited. I don't know if the admin will throw some one or two comments on this, but I am excited because if you're not holding coins, if you're not buying, all what we have here, if you're not getting some, then you are missing a lot. And to add it to that, we just saw how Donald Trump today, the news came up where he announced that the great Elon Musk will be working in conjunction. He talks about the American Patriot, something like that. You can read that online, guys. I saw that today, and it was like, wow. Crypto president, crypto season, bull run on the corner. This is it, guys. This is the year. All right. I don't want to talk too much. Let me invite the admin. Greetings to you, admin. And how do you feel about all these crypto presidents and crypto season?
Good morning, MB. Good morning, everyone. I as far as the political structure is concerned, I'm not going to comment too much on that. I know that there's a lot of people in the world that think that the world is about to end because Donald Trump is president, and then there's a lot of people in the world that think that the world is about to get better. I am one of the ones that thinks that things are going to get better, and I do believe it's already doing so. So the cryptocurrency prices that I've seen Ethereum go up and I've seen Bitcoin go up. Those are the two that I watch. I don't actually have very much Bitcoin, so it's not going up very much for me. But I'm sure that those who have stayed true and held on to Bitcoin are reaping those benefits, and that's the same kind of trajectory that we want to have with our coin as well. So typically and traditionally, when Bitcoin goes up, the stock market goes up, Ethereum goes up, Litecoin goes up, all the cryptocurrencies kind of go up, and they do what they do, and the people that support them, those particular cryptocurrencies, they take action, and as you said, the bull run is underway. How long it will last, and where it will go, is up to anyone. I mean, they've been predicting 100,000 for Bitcoin for what, 6 years? So obviously, it's very exciting to see Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency space really getting some attention. And I think that the next 4 years are going to be pretty amazing. Hopefully, the next 4 months will be amazing for us as well. So without further ado, I want to get into our update for this week. Last week, I did a considerable amount of blogging and dumped a whole bunch of blogs on everyone. So I'm not gonna focus on reading from the blog today. I just want to recap where we're at, what's going on, how things are going. So welcome for our founders to the founders meeting on November 13th, 2024. Since last week, we have picked up nearly 75, almost 100 new members just in the last week. A lot of them are taking advantage of the Waterfall, which is an amazing opportunity for $10. You stick that into the Waterfall, and then immediately once you get to that $10 first tier, SBC SBC 10 is available to anyone who is eligible for it. So any of our returning members can go ahead and do that. Now, the way that it looks to be, I would assume, based on the contributions to the Waterfall in the last month, is the Waterfall can basically pay for your SBC 10 for 3 entire months. As you use the $10, it deducts it from your available funds. But by the time that your SBCBO is due again, you've probably already reaccumulated that $10. So the we have hit and miss days on our waterfall. Yesterday, there was I think $250, so there was 25 contributions. Today there was only 150. Now that's nothing to panic about, but that is something to understand that if the waterfall is moving slowly, if there's a trickle of water coming in, then our waterfall is going to trickle slowly. So make sure that you are encouraging prospective members. Make sure that you understand that you don't even have to be an active member anymore in order to participate in the waterfall. All you really need to do is just register at SBCBO and then go right to the waterfall page. So what I'm planning to do, hopefully by the weekend, is I'm going to create a specific waterfall registration and login that will bypass the normal SBC registration part. You'll still go through registration, and then you'll just join the waterfall that way. And then when you decide you want to join the community in your first withdrawal, that'll get you activated. And then the waterfall will continue to grow for you and however many slots you have underneath your account. So we're going to turn it into a not necessarily a public waterfall, but it's going to be it's going to be accessible to all members or all people, whether or not you're a new member, an old member, returning member, or whatever. You'll be able to participate in the waterfall and start to utilize that. Another thing that's going to come in conjunction with that, and what I mean by conjunction is basically around the same time, is we are going to start what's called a shared wallet. And that shared wallet is going to be pretty simple. We're going to create a wallet, much like we created the custodial wallet. And we're going to give you the private key to that wallet. So you'll log into SBCBO, and if you decide you want to move down that payment method, you'll be able to go and request a shared wallet, and then you will be given a private key. And keep in mind, this private key is your private key. Don't give it to anybody. Don't give it to support. Don't give it to me. Don't give it to your friend. Don't give it to your mom. Definitely don't give it to your kids. That private key is for your MetaMask or your Trust wallet, and you import that. And then what you'll do is you will fund that wallet. You can put your 33 or your 17 or your $10 into that wallet, along with a little bit of BNB. And then when you're ready to pay, you go back to the Your Account page and press the, pay my account. And instead of it requiring you to put in a hash, instead of you waiting for it to do something, it will make a deduction from that wallet into the admin wallet, or it will send you bounty if you're bounty eligible to your sponsor. It'll do that all with a push of a button, and it'll be totally secure, no longer needing to register, validate a wallet, download cryptocurrency, add a new token to your wallet. So we're going to make that a super simple function, and you'll still be able to pay for others. You'll still be able to pay for yourself, and that new system is underway. So as soon as that's available, I was told it would be about a week, and that was about a week ago. I'm waiting for my developers to tell me that they're ready to do that. But it's a very simple process. Again, you'll just go to SBCBO, request a shared wallet, and then you'll get a private key that you can put into Trust or MetaMask. And then you'll just make your payments to that wallet instead of sending it to the general payment wallet, and no need to validate wallets or anything like that. I wish we'd thought of that sooner, because it would have made our community a lot easier to access, specifically for those who are struggling with cryptocurrencies. I know that specifically the wild horses token that we use to validate your wallet it's a little complicated to do that. But we'll have a new way of doing that going forward. So back to our dashboard. We have 5,272 members. And again, a lot of members have rejoined through SBC 10, and they're taking advantage of that for 3 months. And that's eligible. That doesn't just go until December. It goes for you. You're able to, doesn't matter whether you come in November or you came in October. You have 3 opportunities to use SBC 10 for your account. And then after that, you'll be a SBC Lite or SBC Full member. Hopefully, you've had enough taste of the community to see what we've been doing for the last few months, and you're ready to fully participate. Also on the dashboard, we have the SBC wallet balance. So that's my wallet balance, and the USD grain of gold today. USD grain of gold is $5.38. So that is the multiplication of each one of those SBCs. So if you are an SBC long-term member, if you had TBC, you can convert that TBC to SBC and get yourself well underway to having some funds for the SBC private fund when we launch that. Hopefully we're going to get to our numbers. Another goal that I want to set is when we reach 5,500 members, we're going to open up the next tiers of SBC Gold. So if you are a holder of SBC Gold, right now you are able to use a 50-50 payment of 50% USDT and 50% SBC Gold. The SBC Gold is issued as the bounty. So if you are a SBC Full member, you'll receive that bounty in SBC Gold to your custodial wallet. That gets processed every 24 hours. That is not that's not an automated process, because we've got to coordinate removing the coin from your wallet and then transferring it to the admin wallet. And then from the admin wallet, it goes to your sponsor. So keep in mind that that is a little bit of a complicated process. It's not as easy as just transferring coins. So that takes about 24 hours. So please be patient. I know not a lot of members are actually taking advantage of it, but those who are confused that it takes a little bit longer. So just understand that. Scrolling down, we have our SBC Gold price at 0.0371. We have an order in the queue. I wonder how big that order is. That would be interesting to check out. Our exciting news, this is basically an update on what's going on. And then we have our price chart and where we're at with that. So you'll see that there was a price dip in SBC Gold. And I'm going to just say that unfortunately the contract was left open for a period of time. And the reason for that very, very large dip is because one of our members decided to take advantage of that situation, and they let all their friends know, and so that made a big dip in SBC Gold. This leads us to believe that the people who are holding SBC Gold on the exterior should be members of our community, and they should be responsible. And the coins that they held outside the community, like I said, they took advantage of. It is a small road bump. It's nothing to worry about. We will recover. And I think that once we get to 5,500 members, we'll be able to recover, because we'll have more members that are interested in using SBC Gold. Right now, we just don't have a lot of members using it. Again, that is one of the reasons why Bitcoin is so high in price. I mean, there are probably billions of wallets and millions of account holders. In our particular case, we have 2,500. I think it says right up here at the top of the page. So we have 2,800, 2,844 holders of SBC Gold. So that could be some of the gift that was given. That could be our pre-buyers. That could be, almost anybody. But we want to increase that number and get that up to 5,500 members. And obviously, when we get to our 10,000 members, SBC Gold should have quite a bit of activity, as we had seen previously with um, Joy G and Caleb. As the members in the community uses it, uh, the prices go up, and the utilization goes up as well. So let's go and let's review where we are with our waterfall program. So we are we adjust the goal. Right now, our goal is at 5,000 slots. We are at 3,178 slots total. We adjust this goal just so that the waterfall chart there, the progress meter, doesn't just show red all the time, and it shows a little bit of green. So we've got another stretch goal to get to 5,000. And one thing that I can tell you is that according to the way that I'm seeing, because I check the numbers on the waterfall daily, the way that it looks like is once we hit that 5,000 slot position, you're going to see the top five people who are in tier 5 be able to finally take their tier 5 withdrawal, and then they will start again in the waterfall and move up to tier 4, tier 3, tier 2, and finally close out at tier 1. Sorry, guys. Winter allergies. I'm an allergic mess. I'm sorry. All right. So back to our waterfall contribution details. So our next waterfall slot is 1169. It moved from, I think, 600 to 1169 overnight. So it's definitely moving. I put in some new slots here. But one thing that I want to make sure you guys understand is that you can click on this, and you can, if you're going to make a change that requires an SBC BO email address, like if you're going to change the owner of the slot, you just need to put an email address in there. We have a lot of slot changes that go through on a daily basis. If you want to pay with SBC BO, you've got the options to do SBC full, light, or 10. And of course, we check the eligibility on those. We've only had one SBC Gold purchase, but we are able to purchase $10, $20, $30, $40, or $50 in SBC Gold. And then you can also request an SBFC purchase, which is part of the pre-buy program. And that allows you to do 10, 20, 30, 40, or 50. If there are members who would like to do more than one purchase of SBC, or if they want to do more than $50, you can just do it on multiple days. And then finally, if you want to check, request a change of owner, you can click that and just make sure that that email address is put in there, and then save your changes. Another thing that I wanted to mention is if you use your SBC BO for SBC 10 or SBC Light or SBC Full, doesn't matter. If you use that, it deducts the amount from your allocation, but it does not compromise any tiers that you have that you can withdraw from. So yes, your allocation gets bumped down. Like if I was to use SBC 10 for this particular one right here. Sorry about this, guys. It's too big. If I were to do SBC 10 here, then what would end up happening is that would deduct $10 from my allocation, but I would still be building towards the next slot. So as long as there are funds coming into the waterfall, the allocations are always flowing. So just keep that in mind, and we will allow you to build back up from wherever you are, and you don't get penalized for withdrawing from a tier if you use your waterfall for SBCBO. So I hope that that's clear. The last thing I wanted to go over before hitting over to the blog is we have our ABCs of sponsorship leaderboard. So here we have our country, and we have the current leaderboard. Lady Jane is at a sponsor count at the A level, which are new members, of 8, and Syed is at 17 for returning members, or existing members, sorry. And Lady Jane also has the sponsor count for returning members. So the A's are new members, the B's are returning members, and the C's are active members. Oh, I'm sorry, I got that messed up. So Lady J has active members, and Syed has returning members. So most of these returning members are probably SBC 10s, and the new members are coming in at the tier that they decide, whether or not that be SBC Gold or SBC Light or SBC Full. And also keep in mind that this chart right here down below is ordered in how many active members or how many sponsors the active sponsor has. So Lady Jane is an active sponsor. She has more active members in her entire sponsorship. Agent Austin, so that's probably that's Augustin. Sanawar, we know, we've seen him in our chats, and a lot of these are ordered in the active members. So it's not a contest for how many active members you have. It's how many you have in certain categories for this particular month. And lastly, what I wanted to say about that is that on November 30th, at the stroke of midnight, as November 30th turns to December 1st, whoever is at the top of this leaderboard is going to have their sponsors. They're going to get a sponsor reward, which will be a 2-month extension for their SBCBO. And then all of the downlines that got them to this reward will also have their SBCBO extended for 1 additional month. So that is a very, very good incentive for each and every one of our leaders and our sponsors out there. If you are qualified in any one of these levels, you will have your qualifying referrals activated. So we are at the middle of the month. It's a little almost the middle of the month. We got 2 more days before the middle of the month, and this leaderboard is shaping up very nicely. So we've still got about 2 weeks and 2 days for you to get returning members, new members, and active members for our leaderboard here. And this is going to continue into the month of December as well. So this is just November's results. We'll post the results on a blog when we get completed, and I will take care of the extensions for each and every one of our leaders. All right, let's go back over to the blog. There is the most recent one is the Waterfall for All. So this is just basically sign up at SBC Coins.io and register. Select the link on the dashboard to join the Waterfall, or select the Waterfall program menu. Register your MetaMask wallet with their validation system, and make a single slot payment of $10 and watch your Waterfall grow. So this is for anyone who is willing to join the Waterfall, not ready yet to join the community. Hopefully by December 18th, they will see that this is a great opportunity for them, and they'll join us on our journey. So we have our founders meeting last week, where I went over the ABCs of sponsorship. I went over the Step Up and Lead, Empower Your Community blog. And then these other blogs had quite a few, like I said, last week to go into. The ABCs of sponsorship, we just kind of went over. The November rewards is an update to our normal rewards, but it includes the ABCs of sponsorship and gives you a little bit of detail on what to look for. So have your sponsor account extended for 60 days, and your A members extended for 30 days, your B members extended for 30 days, and your C members extended for 30 days. And that's if you are at the top of the leaderboard. And then the only other 2 blogs that we had was Unlocking the Power of the Waterfall. while your contribution matters. And the question that I get is, how long is it going to take? Well, ultimately, how long it takes you to get to tier 5. The members who are in the Waterfall program now, the first members are going to be completing tier 5 right around the time that we hit that 5,000 contribution level. So you can imagine that right now there are a lot of members that are eligible for tier 3. There are a lot that are eligible at tier 4, and they're building towards tier 5. So once we get to the 5,000 contribution side on the Waterfall, I can guarantee you that you're going to start to see some of your tier 5 members take their first withdrawals, or maybe their second withdrawal, depending on, well, it probably wouldn't be their first. It'd be their first withdrawal if they wait till tier 5. So that's going to be a good opportunity for every one of those, and I think it's going to be very exciting. Hopefully, by the end of this month, we can get to the 5,000 mark, but I'm expecting that sometime in the middle of next month, we'll get to our 5,000 mark, and then those tier 5 members are going to come out and show us what they got, show us what they've done. Then the other blog that I put out was maximizing your earnings, a guide to the Waterfall programs. So this basically explains how the smartest way to go about this is to build up to tier 5. Tier 5 is going to build faster for everyone that's in the Waterfall program, because many members are already on their path to tier 5 and tier 4 and tier 3. Some are still in tier 2, and those have joined the Waterfall recently. They're still in tier 1, but they're going to get to tier 2 very, very quickly. But those members who are at tier 5, taking your first withdrawal at tier 5 is what is recommended. And the reason for that is because once you take that withdrawal at tier 5, that's going to set your Waterfall allocation back to 0 or whatever is remaining. So you might have reached tier 5 and you might have $100 more in allocation than you're able to. So you'll start tier 5 at $100, and then you'll start building back to tier 4, tier 3, tier 2, and then finally at tier 1. And when you take that last withdrawal, when that last $10 is available in your SBCBO to withdraw, then we will retire that slot. We won't fill it anymore, and you can choose to reinvest at that point in time. We do have some automatic reinvestings that take place on tier 5. So when you withdraw at tier 5, there's a portion of that will go back to the Waterfall and keep the Waterfall flowing. And the same thing with tier 4 and tier 3 and tier 2. The only tier that does not have a recontribution is tier 1. And we're definitely doing everything properly when it comes to respecting the tier 1 position. There's been some members who wish to withdraw at tier 1 once they reach tier 1. If you withdraw at tier 1, if that's your first withdrawal, then you no longer are really helping the Waterfall out at that point. So keep in mind that tier 1, if you were at the tier 1 level, you can use it for SBC 10. If you build up to $17 and you're still in that tier 1 area, you can build or you can pay for an SBC Lite. And you don't get any penalty for using your SBC BO funds from the Waterfall. There's no penalty there. The only time that there is a penalty is when you actually take the USD withdrawal, and then that locks that tier down so that you can't withdraw from that one again. So please take some time and read the blog. I did not read this blog. I just showed you where it's at. These blogs are very important, and when I repost the meeting for today, I will include, I believe that we included it on our founders meeting here. So yeah, so these blogs down here, I'm going to keep in our recorded post for today so that you guys are able to see that and know where the information is that you're looking for. The last thing I wanted to say is that we still have the SBC pre-buy, SBFC pre-buy that has been moving a little slowly. We are looking at 35,000 and we are at 6,359 so far. And once we hit the 35,000, we will launch SBFC2 at $30 per coin, depending on our membership. If our membership is at 7,500 by the time that we reach the 35,000 that we need for that, then we will be launching SBFC at $30 per coin. So, or excuse me, $35 per coin. So for every 2,500 members, we put a $5 increase on the value of that price. So we're going to launch that very similar to the way that we launched SBC Gold. And by the time that we get to that point, we'll have a significant user base that will definitely be able to keep that price strong and healthy. So with that, I want to turn it back over to Mbe. And if we've got any of our Privy Council members or any of our training or advisory council members that would like to give us some feedback, that would be good. I'd like to specifically keep the topic on the Waterfall, SBC Gold, or SBFC, or any of our rewards. I don't want to discuss. Like politics or anything of that nature. I don't have a lot of information in that category, so I just don't want to go over any of that kind of stuff. But let's go ahead and see what people have to say.
All right. Thank you so much, admin, for that wonderful presentation. So guys, if you want to give your contribution, make sure that you raise your hand so that we can see you. All right. Yeah. It looks like people are.
It's going to be a quiet day. And that's okay. I've overextended my voice for today.
We
So
have
I have
we have nonsense. Kweba, Kieba.
yeah.
Sorry if I destroy your name, Innocent.
Oh, you're very quiet.
Yeah, the sound is not coming out, man. Try check your mic or
Kiba is
something.
not Quaiba. Quaiba. Why do you want to say Quaiba?
Kieba.
Kiba, that's all. Okay, thank you so much, admin. You know, this community is a very special community. They need a lot of things coming from admin, but nobody wants to talk. Thank you so much, admin. You know, in the backside, many people are talking, especially good talking. I receive sometimes good good feedback. Now in my tradition platform now in French, I have 11 people, and in our group we have 97 people in this Telegram group. Mr. Ozota is there, Mr. Makayon is there, Mr. Jack, Mr. Kofi. All those people are hearing every time what you are saying, and they are so happy because all the things they are asking, few times later, you put it, and everybody are happy. Uh, you know, the last updating you did in the waterfall, it was very wonderful thing because before 2 weeks before, they have some members who are asking to pay the contribution for waterfall. And later they asked me, oh, Innocent, can you let me see my waterfall slot in my own back office? I said, wait, admin is working on it. Very soon, you will see there in your own back office. And now the updating is very clear, and many people can now receive all things they want to receive. For me, I think that admin, what you are trying to do, I think is good. It's good. Many people didn't understand clearly what is going on now, talking about the French area people, but I'm sure very soon many things will coming up. I want also to say that they have Mr. Kojo from Togo. He's a wonderful member helper who are working every day, every week. I think that he have like 2 hours 2 hours meeting with the members. Sometimes I attend. Is doing very good things, and many leaders are coming very soon. I'm sure that we hope before December we will receive a good result about the 10K, our goal we are waiting for soon. This is what I want to say for my feedback, and thank you so much again, admin, and let's try and continue to work like we are working. Thank you so much, admin.
All right, thank you. It was a little tough to hear you, but I turned up my volume and I was able to hear you pretty good. So yeah, Kojo is definitely communicating with me pretty regularly, and any of the leaders who need some additional information or support can reach out to me on Telegram, and I am usually available in the middle of my day at best to be able to help everyone out. So if you have any needs, definitely reach out.
I remember that they have some members who want to change the MetaMask address, and then I send a message to you. I make the screenshot, and I send to you. And a few minutes after, everything was done, and they were so happy too. I confirm. Thank you so much, admin, for what we are doing every day.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the code for the programming code for the waterfall is very simple. It's very easy. So there's not a lot that could go wrong with it. So when I find something that's not working, I'm able to fix it pretty quick.
All right.
You're muted now.
Okay, so Innocent, are you still saying something? I don't know. Your sound keep coming and going, coming and going.
I think he was all set.
Okay. We have Dada.
Greetings, admin. Greetings, MB.
Hello.
We know in our crypto field, everyone is in a tremendous happy mode because of there are many news about the development of crypto. But I want to ask a little thing to our great admin. When our launching of SBFC, and after that, there was a plan, there was a blog about when we will cross 5,000 active members, the price of SBFC will go up from $25 to $30, right, admin?
Yeah, and it already is at $30. So we've honored that price.
Yeah. And at that time, there was a in the blog there was a pattern like this price will grow up when our community will grow up, and there was some tiers, 3 or 4 tiers.
Progress charts, yeah.
When we will touch 10,000 members, then our SBFC will $50 admin. Okay, there is a blog. I think if we search, that will come back. That will become $50, $25, then $30, then 35, 40, 45, 50. But the last amount was after 10,000 active members, there was $50. By this time, I have not in touch of that blog, but I think I can found it. Okay.
Yeah, I will definitely take a look for it. When we hit those milestones, we will revisit those blogs.
I will try to find out that, and I will post you personally, admin.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, wherever that that seems like that chart was a year ago. We created that.
Yeah. Right.
So we're still going to honor those prices based on our membership. That's our goal, and we already have a strategy for launching the coin at that particular price. So we just need to we need to get the funding in place to actually relaunch SBFC and do it the right way, because SBFC was launched without any funding at all originally. So now we're going to actually get it funded. Once we get it funded, then we're going to be able to assign that price value to that coin on launch. It just depends on how many members we have. So obviously, if we get to 10,000 members and a lot of members are interested in acquiring SBFC, this is now the time to do it, because the price is cheap. It's at $30. So once we hit that 10,000 mark, it could be upwards of $50. So,
Yeah.
and the one thing to keep in mind is that once we actually do release it, and once it's actually funded and it gets out into the wild, then it becomes a market coin, just like SBC Gold. So, the price, where the price starts is it will be at 50 or 30 or wherever it starts. It'll start there, but it's got to stay there based on how our community uses it properly. So we'll have a strategy in place for education and whatnot, just to make sure that that's going to be communicated properly, so that it does what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, admin, thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, Mbe.
Yeah, admin. I think that's it.
Let's wrap it up.
Right. Okay. So are you inspired for a take-home message, admin?
My goal that I want to drive home for a take-home message is, let's get to 10,000 by December 18th. Let's have a Merry Christmas. So
Let's get to 10,000 by December 18, guys, everyone.
Let's get to 10,000 by December 18.
10,000 by December 18.
10,000 by December 18.
10,000 by December 2024.
10,000 by December. All right.
Hello, stay well.